Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel Mission CA with Vikrut. In this video, we will be seeing about CAFinal self-paced online modules, Set D, Paper 3, Entrepreneurship and Startup Ecosystem. I will be covering some chapters in this video, so you can make sure to watch this video till the end to know all the relevant concepts regarding these chapters. So for introduction, you have to choose Set D Entrepreneurship because it is a very easy topic. This is what I am saying. If you choose psychology or philosophy, it will be a little out of our domain. And if you choose constitution, it will be law. Some may find it difficult. But entrepreneurship, it is a topic which is like business studies. You might have studied, many of you might have studied this in your 12th class in school period. So it will be very easy for you to relate to this. They will be very general concepts. You can easily understand it. Even if you are from a science background, you can easily understand it. It is just like some social science paper you might have learnt in school level, and similar to those papers, it will be related to real world knowledge. So you can connect with very easily. So this is chapter 1, which has two parts, part A and part B. Part A is Introduction to Entrepreneurship and Startups. Part B is about startup registration. Both will be covered in the first chapter. So we can start the first chapter. So in this chapter, we have a chapter overview. What will be covered in this chapter? We can see a gist of it here. What is the history of entrepreneurship that we can see? Types of entrepreneurship, global startups, Indian startups. What is the role of entrepreneurship? What do you want? What are the skills you require for being an entrepreneur? What is the benefits of DPIIT registration? There is a department for promotion of internal trade in India that is helping for startups to gain many advantages, tax exemptions and registration and all. What is the rules and regulations of that registration? That and all we will be seeing. And then government has brought many initiatives for increasing the startup count in India, like Startup India, Stand Up India, like that. Those schemes also we will be seeing a little bit here. The first thing is understanding entrepreneurship and startups. What is an introduction to entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship, as we all know, it is a person doing a business. The main idea for entrepreneurship is not only doing business, they should do innovation. The entrepreneur must make innovation. What is innovation? New ways of doing business or new business, which is new to the market. Nobody has done that before. It should be something which is new. Not if everybody is doing that, it will not be called as innovation. It should be something unique. That will be called as innovation. Entrepreneurship is at its core embodies the spirit of innovation and risk taking. These are the two main principles of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship should bring innovation and risk taking. And then, where does the term entrepreneur come from? This is pretty important. It may come in exams as a question. Entrepreneur comes from the French word entreprendre, something Richard Cantillon. This person has coined this term. He is an 18th century Irish French economist. Even though if you do not remember all these details, you have to remember it is a French word. This is the word, and this is the person name who coined this. So this is the thing about his introduction to entrepreneurship. And then entrepreneurs should be unique. That is one more important quality, as I already said: innovation, risk taking, uniqueness. They should also have some more characteristics like independent, passionate, visionaries, innovators, resilient, and tenacious. Independent means they should be independent of the society. They should be doing something new. Even though everyone discourages, they should be continuing doing it. It will benefit to the society once they get successful. Passionate, they should do it out of passion. Visionaries, they should foresee the future and do things accordingly. Innovators, resilient means getting out of troubles easily. For example, if a person, the entrepreneur, does a business and it gets into failure, he should be able to get back up and restart the business, or he has to do a new business. He should not be demotivated by the failure and stay like that itself. So he should be getting back up immediately and doing other things also. That is called as resilience. Now he is facing the failure, but he is getting back up quickly. That is the feature. And then tenacious, he should be aggressive towards the business. Startups are newly established companies. Startups should be companies, and some other criteria are also there, which we will be studying later. What is a startup? What should be the turnover? What should be the age of the startup? Those are all conditions which we will be seeing later in the chapter. They are entrepreneurial ventures. For them, they have these characteristics. If a company has these characteristics, it will be a startup. First thing is innovation. As I said, innovation should be there. Risk and reward. In every business, there is a risk. Like that in startup also, the entrepreneurs will take risk, and for that risk, the corresponding reward they will get. And then entrepreneurial spirit. What is entrepreneurial spirit? They should do innovation, and they should make risks to help the society, and also they should make many arrangements to adapt and to bring their vision to reality. And also they should adapt quickly to the market trends and conditions. These are all the entrepreneurial spirit. You need not remember every one of these. When you see this chapter itself, it will be very easy. Only some terms will be coming repeatedly. By the end of this video, you will have all those terms in your mind itself. What is an entrepreneur? For entrepreneur, what and all should come? Because these terms are repeated many times in this chapter. And then venture capital. For startups, where will they get the funding? how they will manage the amount resources, how they will finance the company. For that, they will go to venture capitalist or angel investor. The detailed meaning of these terms we will be seeing later in the chapter. But for venture capitalist, I am telling the meaning here. Venture capitalists are those people who believe in your idea and give money for the sake of your idea. They do not consider your financial situation, or they do not ask any collateral. They do not ask you the repayment. They believe in your idea, and if they think that it will become a successful venture, they will give you the money. And then lean operations. What is lean operations? Lean operations means in a business, if you reduce all the wastage and it is operating very efficiently, that is called as a lean business. That is, there is no extra, extra wastage or extra amount of money or time which is being wasted. So everything is operating efficiently. That is a lean operation. In startup, this is very important because they are securing funding. For that funding, they should use that responsibly. They should not make wastage. And in startup, they will get only limited amount of capital. So they have to use it very efficiently for achieving their goals. And then rapid growth. Startups, if they have a very good idea, it will grow rapidly. Ecosystem support. For startups, the ecosystem surrounding the company should also be proper. It should be given mentorship, networking. They are a new startup, so they need some networking. They will not know any person in the industry. They should find mentors and network with people and access to resources. And they should find innovation hubs. They will be commonly found in innovation hubs, incubators and accelerators. That also should help the startups for growing the startup. Failure and learning. They will face failure, but they will learn quickly and adapt quickly. Exit strategy. In every startup, there will be exit strategy. Startups are very risky. 90% of the startups face failure. Only 10% become successful. So, for failure also, we have to make a provision. If it becomes a failure, what we have to do? That also we should see. And then a technology focus. They will be tech-driven fields. Culture, values, leadership, that also will be there. And entrepreneurship inject fresh ideas. There will be new ideas for the entrepreneurs. Solution will be given for the problem in the market. Increased consumerism. It will promote the people to do more consumption. Positively influence the local and global market dynamics. It will influence the market in a positive manner. These are some of the startups in India and global level. Next thing is history of entrepreneurship. Here, this is a very long story. Here they are giving, but I will simply say it in a summary manner. First of all, earlier, before the invention of money, we had barter system. We exchanged goods for goods. And when agriculture developed, they had to trade for things. For example, 1 kg rice, he will give and he will get 1 kg wheat. Like that, they will exchange the goods. This exchange is called as trade. They will give one thing and get another thing. Buy and sell. This is some kind of buy and sell. From this only, the birth of entrepreneurship has started. First thing is exchange. Second, as agriculture developed, entrepreneurship got born. And then we have transportation. As agriculture skills developed and technology developed, transportation became easier. Going from one place to another became easier. So entrepreneurship grown very well because transportation was becoming easier. And then they developed trade routes like the Silk Route from China to India. Like that, many trade routes were developed, which also helped for growing the entrepreneurship. And then we had first barter, and then we got money. We got the invention of money. For that money, now we have to identify a monetary system. Why we want a monetary system? Now we got money. Earlier we exchanged 1 kg rice for 1 kg wheat. Now we got currency. We have to measure for one currency how much rice I should give. For one currency how much wheat I should give. For that we got monetary system. And for storing that currency we got bank. This is the entire history of entrepreneurship. And from agriculture to industry. Now everybody is working in industry. Nobody is doing agriculture. Only some persons in the rural area are doing agriculture. This is a very small percentage which is contributing to the GDP. And many in urban cities, it is a rapid urbanization is happening in India. So in urban cities, mainly service sector and factories are there. So agriculture to industry shift has been happened. How that shift happened? They are saying it in some industrial revolution stages. First industrial revolution, second industrial revolution, third and fourth. These industrial revolution also we are going to see. Why we got industrial revolution means products that once took days or weeks to manufacture can now be produced in a matter of hours or minutes. By the growth of industry, we can mass produce anything and we can produce everything efficiently, quickly and transport it to even to a remote place where the product is required. This is the success of the industry. First industrial revolution, from agriculture to industry. This happened in the 18th century and the 19th century. They invented machines that reduced the human labor. So first factories came into place. The main invention in this place was coal and steam engine. In the first industrial revolution, coal and steam engine was first invented. Main inventions were these two only. Second industrial revolution. This was between the period 1870 to 1914. Up till the starting of the First World War, we can take it as second industrial revolution. And then the second industrial revolution, in this what is the main invention? New energy sources. What are the new energy sources? Electricity, gas, oil. These three were invented during the second industrial revolution. By using these, they mass produced the steel and iron. And also telecommunication. Telecommunication means not mobile. At that time, we got the telegraph as the first telecommunication industry. So by this telegraph, ideas spread quickly, and this is also told as the most important industrial revolution. These are the points about second industrial revolution. In the third industrial revolution, main items were electronics were widespreadly used by the people, and then internet was invented. Nuclear energy was also being used. This extended for 50 years. This third industrial revolution period was 50 years. And then in this, we got the digital technology also. And then global businesses started to sell it to the people. In 1990 and all, 1991 only, we got liberalization, privatization and globalization in India. Before that itself, in other parts of the world, globalization was already popular. So at that time, some companies which were global, they will be called as MNCs. In many parts of the world, the company will have branch. So that company will be selling the goods to people all over the world. Fourth industrial revolution. Here the main inventions are interconnected technologies, connected devices, digital transformation, data analytics, artificial intelligence and machine learning. And we are shifting towards renewable energy. These are the important aspects of the fourth industrial revolution. Here, technology is the main thing. Entrepreneurs make use of technology to develop their business. So here I have a small summary of the industrial revolutions. First industrial revolution is for 18th and 19th century. Machines. First factories came into place. Steam engines and coal extraction was the main inventions. Railroads were built. That one point you have to add here. First mass produced textiles. By using these resources, they mass produced the textiles. Some important points. And then second industrial revolution. These three new energy sources were found. Steel and iron were manufactured. Communication was advanced. Transportation. Automobile were invented during the second industrial revolution. This is the most important revolution. Okay, third revolution is computers and electronics, internet, nuclear energy, digital technology and sale to mass population. Fourth industrial revolution, interconnected technologies and renewable energy, connected devices. These are the inventions of the fourth industrial revolution. The main focus here is innovation and automation. Everything will be innovated and routine tasks will be automated. Focus is there to use the renewable energy. They should reduce the carbon footprint. Every country, how much they are releasing carbon dioxide into the air, that is called as carbon footprint. We should reduce that amount to reduce the greenhouse gas effect and reduce the global warming. So these are the summary for industrial revolution. I will be sharing these notes in the Telegram channel. The link for joining the Telegram channel will be given in the description. So we can go to the next topic. Types of entrepreneurs: innovative, imitative, social, women, corporate. There are different types of entrepreneurs. For that also I have given summary. We can directly read it from the summary itself. First thing is innovative entrepreneurs. They will completely bring new products and ideas. It will not be started by anyone else. They will be the first one to introduce it in the market. They will introduce new product and a new idea also they will introduce. They will be problem solver. For example, there is a problem prevalent in the market. Who is going to solve it? Any person with a creative mind, they will conceive an idea. They will create an idea. That idea will be implemented into a business or a startup, and then that will solve the business, solve the problem in the society. So any startup that solves the problem in the society will be very successful. The person who solved that problem is called as innovative entrepreneur. The innovative entrepreneur will be constantly looking for betterment. They will be looking for new strategy, new idea, everything will be new, and they will be developing their business to new levels every day. New tools, technologies and strategies will be implemented by them. They will bring disruptive changes. Such changes will what we can say, it will affect the existing businesses. It will make them move out of the market. For example, Zomato. Now due to Zomato and Swiggy, many people started ordering food from home itself. Nobody is going to the restaurants nowadays. In urban cities and all, there will be traffic, so nobody wants to go outside the house itself. They will order through Zomato and Swiggy, and this has reduced the restaurant industry's individual turnover. They are dependent on Zomato and Swiggy for a considerable part of their turnover. This is some disruptive changes. They have disrupted the existing market and gained some share of market from the existing people itself. And then imitative entrepreneur. They will follow successful model in the industry. They will not create any new idea and all. Already the innovative entrepreneur has done some hard work and found the new idea. That idea I will copy. That is called as imitative entrepreneur. They will not take any risk. Already some successful product is in the market, introduced by the innovative person. That I will copy and I will not take any risk. And then already proven model I will replicate. And I will be a copycat. I will replicate the same model and sell it to other people. Improve existing ideas and scalability. There will be idea, I will not use it same to same. I will make some changes. I will make some small improvements, and then I will sell it to the people. And then role. What is the role of imitative entrepreneur? What are they doing? They will make innovative products accessible to a wider audience. For example, Apple is an innovator. Apple will bring any new feature, but that will be very costly for the normal people. For normal people, it will not be affordable. So what the Redmi and Xiaomi, Oppo, those Chinese companies, what they will do, they will replicate the feature for a much cheaper price and sell it for cheaper price to all the people. So all the affordable people also they are using it. All the wealthy people also using it. Wealthy people will buy from iPhone, and the small poor people and middle class people they will buy it from the Chinese brands. Both will be able to use that innovative product. Valuable and viable path. If there is wealthy people, there will also be middle class and poor people. They also they will also have the desire to use that innovative product, but they cannot buy because of the high price. Now what these Chinese companies are doing, they are using that opportunity and capitalizing their profit on the desire of the middle class people. They also want to use the iPhone like feature, but for the affordable price, Chinese companies are giving it. Mostly found in developing countries. In America, like developed country, iPhone will gain popularity and many people will have money. They will buy the iPhone. But in India and China, there are middle class and poor people to a considerable extent. To a large extent, we have only middle class and poor people. Only top 10% are richer. Remaining 90% are in either middle class or the poor. They want to purchase the innovative products. For that, this is a very huge market. So here only that imitative entrepreneur, Chinese companies will be ruling here. And then social entrepreneurs, they are not selling businesses, they are selling products to people. They are working for societal change and social challenges. For example, women empowerment, caste disparity, wealth inequality. For those societal causes, those people will be working for. And then their motivation, what are they trying to do? They are trying to uplift the marginalized communities. They are trying to help the people who are downtrodden to become wealthy and become in the same social status as everybody else. And then address environmental issues. For example, big companies, they will pollute the air, water without using any pollution management equipment and all, not following the government rules. Those factories and companies will be facing the cases and actions from these social entrepreneurs. Social entrepreneurs will work for the welfare of the people. They will also address the cultural and community issues. In India, social entrepreneurs are fighting against poverty, fighting for education, fighting for environment. They are also working for affordable healthcare. Examples are Arunachalam Muruganandam and Anshu Gupta. Their stories are given in detail in the study material. If you want, you can read them. The next thing is women entrepreneurs. Here the main thing you have to see is, I have given the main words in the summary. These words you can see in the question. If you find these words in the question, you can understand that they are referring to imitative entrepreneur. They are referring to innovative entrepreneur. Accordingly, you can answer the question. This is why I have given the keywords here. And then women entrepreneurs or female entrepreneurs, they are coming in diverse sectors nowadays. They are working in every sector. In chartered accountants itself, we have half to half we have women chartered accountants. This is a very good change for our society. This is also one place where women get empowered. This is also the function for women entrepreneurs. They help other women, they inspire other women to get into diverse sectors and work. They face unique challenges. And then they work in reshaping the gender norms. They work for diversity, they work for empowerment, they work for equality of men and women. They are breaking the traditional barriers. These are some keywords you have to remember with regarding to women entrepreneurs. Examples are these names and their stories have been given in the study material. Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw, Biocon founder. Chitra Ramakrishna, former CEO of NSE, National Stock Exchange. Falguni Nair, Nykaa founder. These are all the women entrepreneur example. And then corporate entrepreneur, intrapreneur. Not everyone can take risk like entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs, they will be bringing a new idea, innovation, and they will be doing it with all the risk. Even many people will be against you when you are doing something new. But despite all those difficulties, they are doing it, they are taking the risk. Not all people can take a risk. Some people will be working in a company, they will have all the innovative ideas, but they will not be ready to take the risk. Those people are called intrapreneur. They will be thinking within the scope of the company. What are all the company in which they are working can do? Within that scope, they will bring new innovation. They will not be taking the risk, but they will introduce new ideas to the company. That company will launch them in the market. So intrapreneur, they will not take risk individually. They will be inside a company and they will give the innovative ideas. They will be making initiatives. They will introduce some new ideas or new product. They will not be taking risk. And then resourcefulness. They will be very resourceful. They will be productive and they will be helping the company. What are all the benefits to companies? Adaptability. By these new ideas, what those new ideas will reflect, what are all the problems in the market, what are all the opportunities in the market, what are all the expectations in the market, that only will be reflected in the new ideas. For that new ideas, the company will adapt and the company will face a sales growth because it is responding to the market trend. Long-term vision. The entrepreneur will help in setting the long-term vision of the company. And then by responding to the market, the company will become competitive. They will gain an advantage over the competitor. Resilience, as I already said, getting back up from the failures. And then these are examples. Google 20% time, Post-it Note 3M, Amazon Web Services. These are all the examples for corporate entrepreneurs, that is intrapreneurs. In Google, they are implementing a project called 20% time. Every employee, they will devote 20% of their time for new project, innovative ideas, etc. They will give those projects to the Google and the Google management also will help them in those ideas if they are proper and viable. Post-it Note 3M. These are also given in the study material. You can read it from there. So So here we have covered this page, innovative entrepreneurs, these types of entrepreneurs we have covered. And then government are also making transformative change by initiatives such as Startup India. We will be learning later. Additionally, what are all the benefits for entrepreneurs? What are the advantages they are getting is that digitalization, internet penetration. So we have democratized access to resources and market. Everyone have the access to resources and market also. Everyone can start a business. They have reduced the regulations. They have brought new schemes like that. It is easy to do the business. Growing acceptance of failure as a learning opportunity. Earlier and all in the 1980s and 90s, if you do a business and face a failure, everyone will say that you are incapable of doing business. You are the mistake. There is no mistake of market and all. You do not know how to run business. That's why you got failure. But nowadays in startups and all, if anyone faces failure, everyone surrounding them will encourage them and see it as a learning opportunity. You saw a failure. You have to learn from that failure and improve later on. They are not saying that you are not capable of business. Everyone faces failure. You have to improve from that only. That is the main focus. This is the growing acceptance. The societal mindset has changed. And then innovation, job creation, economic growth. For this also, new startups are helping. For example, if there is a startup, it will give job creation. There will be many people who will be working there. Employees, job creation came. Innovation, they will bring new ideas to the market. Innovation is always good for the economy. And then for job creation, the employees will be there and the employees will get salary. They will spend it. Like that, GDP will grow. Everything will be favorable for the economy. And then role of entrepreneurship and startups in economic development. What are they doing in economic development? For example, Biocon in biotech sector, Voyo in hospitality, Zomato in food delivery. These are all the startups examples. They are doing job creation, as I already said. For both skilled workforce and unskilled labor, they are providing the job. Swiggy, Zomato, Ola, they are giving the transformation in the many markets like food delivery, transportation sectors. They are making disruptive changes. They are becoming the major employers. In those industries, food delivery industry, Swiggy and Zomato are the major employers. Other companies are there, but only for a small percentage. And then startups contribute to wealth creation. Like Flipkart, Grow, these are also Indian startups. They generated substantial wealth for the founders and also inspired many people to come into entrepreneurship. And then it will increase the country's competitiveness on a global scale. On the global level, India can say that we have this much innovation, we have a lot of ideas, we have a very high amount of resources, we have created this much jobs, we have this much economic growth. Like that they can say and attract the foreign investment. So this will create a favorable business environment. This is a quote of Barack Obama in favor of entrepreneurship. This you can read it by pausing the video. And then by what are all the advantages of entrepreneurship? Why we should do entrepreneurship? That is the reasons here. Economic growth and innovation. As I already said, economic growth will be there, innovation will be there. In Silicon Valley, in United States, there are very big tech giants like Apple and Google. That is giving innovation and economic growth for United States. In India, like that, Flipkart and Zomato are bringing the economic growth. These are all the classic examples for economic innovation in every country. Job creation and employment. They will create jobs like Uber and Airbnb, Ola and Swiggy. These are the major employers. And in technological advancement and global competitiveness. When there are more startups, they will be creating new innovations. And startups, mainly they are in tech-driven fields. Mainly technology-oriented only startup will be there. So advanced technology will be created. China's tech ecosystem. China is a very fast, rapidly developing country. They are already 50 years ahead of India in technology, roads, water management. They have sponge cities and all. So they are very developed when compared to India. That is being contributed by that development. Who's giving the development? Alibaba, Tencent, these kind of tech companies. They are being supported by the government and they are giving the innovation, job creation, economic growth, technology, everything they are giving. This is what the benefit of startups. Paytm, Razorpay, they are also important startups, successful startups. And then diversification of the economy. This will play a role in diversifying the economy. If there are a lot of startups, everyone will be doing different business. So there will be many businesses which are doing, working in many sectors. Even if one sector faces a problem or recession, other sectors will be there to boost the economic growth of India. Like in renewable energy also we have startups. FDI attraction, like foreign investment will be attracted. And then social impact and inclusive development, that also will happen. Increase in FDI inflow. Foreign direct investment is coming inside India attractively for these sectors only. If startup is started in these sectors, there is an increased chance for getting the FDI investment. Foreign investors are focusing on these sector startups in India. This is the summary of what are all the things we saw about the startups, advantage of startups. And then global perspective, rise of startups. US, United States of America, is the first place in total startup output. Total number of startups. The total number of startups in United States of America is very high. It maintains the first place in the global level, and United States has a very small population when compared to India and China, but they are in the first place. Where is India and China? Ranking it is based on population size. United States is 4 times higher than the second ranked country. For example, this ranking is how it is given is United States country. United States of America. For example, we can take it as 4 crore population. They will compare it with another 4 crore population country. When compared to that another country, United States has 4 times of the startup output. If one country with 4 crore population has 100 startups, United States of America has 400 startups. This is the number of startups of America. And then India and China. China has twice as many startups as India. For example, if India there are 100 startups, in China there are 200 startups. We both have equal population. More or less we have same population. But in China there are large number of startups. Why? Because their government is supporting startups in a very, very high manner. They are a state-driven economy. They will bring a development project. No one will be there to oppose it. Even if the people oppose it, it will be not given any importance. Whatever the government decides, it will be implemented. And it is more or less it is like a dictatorship government only. Only single party is there. Like that. China is conquering the startup market because of this. China has 2 times startups than India. The next thing is startups have instilled a proactive and risk-taking mindset among young individuals. Youngsters, they are inspired by the stories of Flipkart, Grow, Zerodha, like that. By hearing those stories, youngsters also nowadays want to become entrepreneurs. This is giving a proactive and risk-taking mindset. This has reduced the fear of risk in the youngster mindset. Even if it is a failure, we can manage. Like that, they are becoming to a societal shift. And then disruptive ideas can lead to success. Like Zomato and Swiggy, if we have a very good idea, it will become very successful. So the youngsters are thinking that just what we need is a good idea. Only if we have a good idea, we can very easily capitalize that and become a startup. From conventional career to a more entrepreneurial outlook. Nowadays, everybody is there is a little bit of hate going on about the 9 to 5 job. Why you are being an employee under another person. You start your own business. You be your own boss. You can flexibly go to the business. You have your flexible timings. You will be having greater return on investment. If you are working as an employee, you cannot earn that much salary like Mukesh Ambani. But if you start a business, you can earn more salary than most of the employees. Like that. And motivation is coming to the youngsters for transferring from conventional career to a more entrepreneurial outlook. Startups emphasize agility and adaptability. Agility means very quickly they will adapt to the customer responses, and also adaptability. They will very quickly change according to the market. They will also have resilience, and many stories of young startup founders very big motivation to the youngsters. Global startups. This has a list of global startups which have been very successful, and their stories and important points are given here. Tesla is founded by Elon Musk, we already know, and sustainable transportation and energy solutions, the industry where they are working. Sustainable transportation, without carbon dioxide, without fossil fuels, they are creating a transportation. And then EV is the main market, Tesla car. And then battery technology is very good with the Elon Musk. He is using that for creating the cars. Autonomous driving, autopilot driving, that is also an important aspect of his business. Their business strategy is for vertical integration. Vertical integration means from the start of the manufacturing of the car till the delivery of the car, everything will be done by Elon Musk itself. For procuring the raw materials, Elon Musk will have a company. For processing, Elon Musk will have a company. For assembly line, Elon Musk will have a company. For delivery, Elon Musk will have a company. For after sales service, Elon Musk will have a company. For everything related to the car, Elon Musk will have the company. Everything will be under Elon Musk control only. He can design it in any way they want. There will not be any problem. Supply chain problem, there will not be there. Since everything is owned by Elon Musk, he can operate it effectively. He can also give it at a cheaper cost because all the inter-profits are eliminated. All the profits which will be given to the intermediaries in the conventional method are eliminated. So he can also give it in a cheaper manner. And then transport industry, Uber. Uber is working in the transport industry. It connects riders with drivers, and the main strategies are rapid expansion, diversification. They are rapidly expanding. Everyone know what is an Uber. We will be booking a ride in an Uber. The Uber app will connect you, the customer who is booking a ride, and the person who is owning a car for rental. So this connection work only that Uber is doing. They are rapidly expanding into EV, Uber Eats, everything they are doing expansion. That is one business strategy of Uber. One more thing you have to see is for every what we can say company, there are some important what field they are working, what are their strategy. These all I have written it side by side. This notes also, the study material which I have edited, I will give it in the Telegram. You can download this from Telegram group. Link for joining Telegram group given in description. And also, if you find this content helpful, please subscribe to my channel. The next thing is Airbnb. And one more thing I forgot to tell. Here I have given the valuation. What is the valuation of the Tesla company? What is the valuation of Uber? I have given in US dollars. This is given in this paragraph. You may just look at a glance of it. You need not mug up it, but you can just see a glance. If they ask in question, you can answer it. Airbnb is working in the hospitality industry, that is hotel accommodation. They are for rent, lodging, and unique travel experiences. When you go to some place for travel or tourism, you have to be in a place. For that hotel or some relatives home, you will be searching. For that, Airbnb is helping you. Okay, and then next to Stripe. Stripe is a startup for seamless payment services for e-commerce subscription payment. Like here we have Paytm and Razorpay. Like that in America and United States we have Stripe. This is the valuation. They are giving the payment solutions. That is their business. And then Planted Technologies. They are giving for data analytics and decision making process. That is their business. This is their valuation. And then SpaceX. SpaceX is also founded by Elon Musk. They are working on commercial space exploration. What is commercial space exploration? If you give money to that SpaceX company, they will take you to outer space and show you all the planets for that and all. That is the basic concept of commercial space exploration. Like you go to a zoo, you can go to outer space and visit all those things for tourism purpose. And then cost reduction. What is Elon Musk is doing is that he is making reusable rockets. Once a rocket is launched, conventionally what they will do is, if it will send all the data to the Earth place where it is being monitored, and then it will not return to Earth. It will be sent. It will be left abandoned in the space itself. Now Elon Musk, what he is doing is that he is bringing back that rocket into the Earth itself. Like we launch, he is also bringing it back into the Earth once the work is completed. So this is a substantial reduction in the cost. Earlier, if you create a rocket, it will be for a one-way trip. It will go and it will never come back. But Elon Musk, what he is doing is that he is reusing those rockets. So he will reduce the cost of the space travel. And then he will also help in the human colonization of Mars. Mars planet, humans are trying to colonize. They are trying to analyze what is there, whether it is safe to humans or not, how we can go there, what are the possibilities of living there. That and all they are researching. For this also, SpaceX will be playing an important role. Zoom video communication. Zoom video communication, we already know. It is a Zoom call. In COVID-19 period, all the students and teachers and work, everything was going through virtual conferencing through Zoom only. I did not give a big introduction for that. These are the main points. You can read it by yourself. Since this chapter is a little big, I am going a little faster. You can read this. I will be giving these notes in the Telegram. Snap Incorporation. You will be seeing this logo. This is a social media platform app. I have not personally used this, but here it is given that it is for multimedia messaging and social media. It is for target audiences, younger demographics. Youngsters only is the target. It will give innovative features, that and all. And then DoorDash. DoorDash is a food delivery startup like Zomato and Swiggy. And then DD Chuxing. I think I'm correctly pronouncing it. And then it is the Uber's opponent. It is in the same transportation industry. It is the opponent of Uber. Okay. Next we can go to Indian startups. In Bangalore, Silicon Valley of India, we have a lot of tech innovation startups. And then like Startup India, Atal Innovation Scheme. Like that we are getting schemes from the government for helping the startups. And then Indian startups have remarkable ability to address the local challenges. They will be thinking from the mindset of the people in India. So it will be very much resonating with the audience and people can connect to it easily. Next, Flipkart. Flipkart was started as a company in 2007 and it is an e-commerce platform. You can buy things and buy online shopping. It is an online retail app and then it has a customer-centric approach and it was acquired by Walmart. These are the important points for Flipkart. E-commerce platform, customer-centric, acquisition by Walmart. And then Paytm. Paytm is working in the mobile payment platform. You are making payment from the mobile. Paytm is working on that industry only. It is also venturing into digital banking nowadays. And then Ola. Ola is the new age transport. You are booking right from Ola and going on it. That is the new age transport. They are doing innovation. They have disrupted the traditional transportation. And then Zomato, as we already know, it is a food delivery app. It makes partnership with local restaurants and makes delivery partners deliver the food to the customer doorstep itself. And then Zerodha. Zerodha, I think you all know, it is a fintech company. It is the India's largest retail stockbroker. Retail means it is selling the stocks. It is helping in buying the stocks for individual people. It is a disruptive model by offering commission-free equity investment. You need not give very large amount of commission to Zerodha and all. Only small amount of commission or commission-free only it will be there. It is focusing on financial education, investor awareness, and it is increasing the education of people about the financial matters. And then Oyo rooms. It is for accommodation industry. When we are going outside, you have to stay at a place. For that, Oyo will be helping you. Swiggy, same like Zomato, food delivery platform. Udaan, it is a B2B e-commerce platform. E-commerce means there are two types, B2B and B2C. B2C means like Amazon, it will be directly selling to consumers. But B2B is a platform where one business will purchase goods from another business. If you are ordering for personal use from Amazon, in Udaan, what the business will do is, they will procure orders in bulk. They will order items in bulk for purchasing, manufacturing and all, they will do it. It will help in the supply chain management. You have to, what is supply chain management? You have to manage the process from buying the raw material to sending it to customer, sending the final goods to customer, making it manufacturing, assembly, delivery, warehousing. This entire process is called supply chain. In that, this online shopping will become a very good help to the merchants, manufacturers, wholesalers, everyone. It will be a help. Razorpay is for a payment solution, payment gateway. For example, if you want to pay using debit card, you have to pay using Paytm, UPI or Razorpay. Like that, some platform you have to use. That platform only is Razorpay. It's a digital payment gateway. And then InMobi, it is a mobile advertising. Personalized ads will be given based on the user experience. InMobi, it is a business which gives mobile advertising. In your mobile, what advertisement should come? That and all will be decided by InMobi only. It will be deciding based on the what is the people mindset, what ad they will be seeing, what ad will not irritate the people. That and all pop-up ads and all like that. These like companies only doing that. And then we have completed the major part of this chapter. I think it will complete soon. Being an entrepreneur will require vision, resilience, that all we already saw, determination, adaptability, appetite for risk taking. Already I have repeated 5 to 6 times this entire terms: risk taking, innovation, adaptability, determination. So you might have memorized all these terms itself. So I'm repeating this a lot of times because only that the same is repeated in different scenario in this lesson. And then Mukesh Ambani, Jio, he is an entrepreneur. Jio is a company. This is a very big example of entrepreneur. And then they have resilience. And then Elon Musk, he is a global visionary. He has a very big goals. He has innovative thinking. And then according to Global Entrepreneurship Monitor Report, 100 million businesses are launched annually. This number they may ask in questions, so I am flagging it as important. Remember this number. Over 100 million businesses are launched annually, highlighting the global appetite for entrepreneurship. This means that everybody wants to do a business. And then ease or difficulty of being an entrepreneur. Being an entrepreneur is easy or difficult. That is determined by the market, environment, people mindset. Everything will determine the ease or difficulty of doing the business. Many startups face challenges and may not survive beyond the initial years. And then entrepreneur will require a unique set of skills and qualities. Okay, and then skills of an entrepreneur. What are all the skills required for the entrepreneur? Adaptability, as I already said. He should change according to the market trends and environment quickly. He should change the strategy. He should make a proper decision. He should be an adaptable entrepreneur. He should be agile. He should be making decision quickly, respond to customer feedback quickly. He should be responding to the market trend so that he does not become outdated. Next thing is leadership. He should be a leader. He should be guiding their teams. He should be giving the visionary. He should be giving the vision, mission, goals, objectives, etc. to the company. He should have a positive organizational culture. That and all should be a leadership quality of entrepreneur. And then resilience, as I already said, it is the ability to get back up from the failure. You have to withstand the setbacks. You have to face failure. You have to maintain focus on the long-term objective. You should not become demotivated and leave the industry. You should be resilient. You should get back up and do the business in a more improved manner. You should learn from your failure and do the business in a more proper manner than before. You should repeatedly try with continuous improvement. This is called resilience. And then decision making. He should make all the decision quickly, adapted to the market. He should make it in an informed manner. He should not make it in a haste. He should not do wrong decisions. That all will affect the startup. And then financial literacy. He should know about finance. Without finance, we cannot manage a startup. And then networking. And in finance, we should be able to know budget, investment decision, cash flow. What all the chapters we learn in other subjects, the entrepreneur should know. Cash flow statement, funds flow statement, budget in CA intercosting, investment decision in CA intercosting, in CAFinal AFM, advanced capital budgeting. Everything the entrepreneur should know. You can take like that. Networking means building relationship. He should at least get to know the industry leaders. With those people, he should establish a contact. This will bring versatility, opportunity, resources, everything it will bring. And then innovativeness. He should be innovative. I am repeating it for the 15th or 16th time I am saying this innovation should be there for an entrepreneur. And then this innovativeness will create differentiation. What is unique with this entrepreneur? How is he different from the other competitors in the same industry? For example, if you see Zomato, what is different in Zomato when compared to Swiggy or when compared to other business in the food delivery platform? What is different? This will be determined by the innovation, uniqueness. And then creative and design thinking. Entrepreneur should be creative. We already know. And then creative and design thinking, he should be doing user-centric innovation. Whatever the decision and innovation he is doing, he should keep in mind the customer, how it will impact the customer, how the customer will respond to this. That and all he should understand. What are the need of the customer, what are the challenges for the customer, everything he should know. That product acceptance and loyalty, when it will come means when the product is connected with the target audience. When the audience can connect to your product will be very successful. Problem solving and ideation. There will be complex challenges in the society. For those problems, you are bringing solution. If that solution is very effective and efficient, people will easily buy your product. You need not do a lot of marketing and all. You have to do design thinking with its iteration and prototyping. This we will be studying later in the next chapters. Chapter 3 and all we will be studying about this. And then enhance the competitive advantage. If you have a unique value proposition, this also we will study in third chapter. Innovative product. If this and all you have, you will be an industry leader. Adaptability. He should change to market condition. He should be responsive for the market. Critical thinking skills. Every entrepreneur should objectively analyze the situation and take proper decisions. If he takes all the decision in a quicker manner, but he is not thinking enough, so it will be a wrong decision for a startup and it may face losses. He should be independent, competent and reflective. He should come up with logical solutions. He should have meaningful insights. Instead of memorizing information, what the entrepreneur will do is he will make meaningful conclusion from the information. For example, many people are buying your product, but many people are going out of your product, discontinuing your product very easily. What the normal people will do is they will tell this to the entrepreneur and they will not tell any solution or any suggestion for this problem. But what an entrepreneur will do, he will see this and find where the problem is there, whether the service is not proper or the product functionality is lacking. That problem the entrepreneur will find out and solve that. That is the uniqueness of the entrepreneur when compared to a normal employee or normal people. And then challenges associated with creative and design thinking. What is the challenge for creative thinking? If creative thinking is easy, everyone will do it. There are some difficulties in doing it. What are the difficulties? Resource intensiveness. For making creative thinking, first you need to understand the customer. For understanding the customer, you need to make wide research. For that research, what will be required? A lot of money will be required. You have to take feedback. You have to look at the other industries. You have to look at the other competitors who are in the same industry, how they are tackling challenges. You have to see outside the India, in other countries, what are the businesses doing? What is the government doing the role? What is the government should do? How we can tackle this problem? We have to see experts in different fields also for this. If you are creating a solution for a problem, you have to do it very properly. You need very industry experts and people with lots of experience to do that. So it will all cost money. That resource intensiveness, that money only is the very big problem. If everyone have money, everyone will spend and they will do the research. But startups have very limited resources. Just for innovation itself, they cannot spend crores of money. They should maintain a balance between innovation and resource allocation. And then in innovation, entrepreneurs will bring new ideas every day. Everyone will not entertain those ideas. People in the employees inside the organization will be resisting those ideas. Why you are doing new things? This itself is giving us enough revenue. We can develop on this. No need to bring new ideas and all. You need not solve those society problems and all. Nobody will buy this product. Like that, full of negative things will be around the entrepreneur. And in ambiguity in measurement. If you have a creative idea, whether it will succeed or not, whether it will become a failure, what is the chance of becoming success, what is the chance of becoming failure, that is all very difficult to measure. So if you bring every idea quickly and rapidly without thinking enough, it will face loss in the long run. And in entrepreneurial decision making, he should make effective decision, he should be agile, he should be quick, he should be making informed decisions, he should go through uncertainty and make decisions for tackling them. And then innovation is constant, decision making is the catalyst. Innovation you should do every day. Decision making you have to make which innovation you have to select, which innovation we have to do it later, which innovation is not proper, which innovation is unnecessary. That and all you should make the decision. What is the decision making process? First we have to identify the problem or opportunity. What is the problem you are going to solve? First we have to identify that. For Airbnb, the problem was lack of affordable and unique lodging option for traveler. When anyone is traveling to outside their home, there is no proper place or affordable place for staying in the outside place. This opportunity was taken by Airbnb. Gathering information. For that I already said we have to make a lot of market research. Netflix's decision. Earlier, Netflix was a DVD rental model. Their business was to rent DVDs. But now, they have changed into online streaming. This is because of they conducted the research and found out the problems and changed. And generating alternatives. For the problem you identified, you have to bring different solution. You have to bring 4 to 5 solutions. And then every solution you have to go deeper, make a revenue model, you have to make a financial analysis, and then you have to select which is proper, which is the best alternative. Then best option, you have to make the decision by selecting it. Implementation and monitoring. After selecting the alternative, you have to implement it. These are the steps for doing this decision making. Okay, succession planning and managing family business. Like, if there are many wealthy people, there will be a problem upon their death. Who will share this much asset? What will be the share of asset for the children? That will be the main problem. Like, many businesses, they will do proper planning and they will execute it properly. But in some cases, succession planning will not be done properly, so that there will be a problem in sharing of assets by the children. This is only they are giving it as a very long story. I have underlined the important points. Since this is the basic idea, I don't want to make a long video for this one chapter itself, so I am skipping this. In high net worth families, these are important. Like, they are giving the example of what family are there, what is the high income family, how they are tackling this, like that stories they are giving. We don't want that much story. If you want, you can read it afterwards. So here for the successor, the entrepreneur who's at present, they should decide the successor based on the talent. Which child has the talent, that child will become the successor. That should be decided by the entrepreneur. Why they are doing this is that it should safeguard the hard work. If one person does a lot of hard work and establishes a business as an entrepreneur, it should not be discontinued because of the family problems. It should be continued. Long-term legacy should be there. That's why the succession planning is important. What are all the important points you need to consider for succession planning, for passing on the assets to the children? Transparent communication and family governance. You should openly discuss these matters. There should be a shared understanding within the family. Family should make meetings. There will be a family charter. Like every company, they have articles of association, memorandum of association. Like that, the family should have a charter they are telling. And then professionalization of leadership. There should be a professional approach to leadership. Like in movies, all there will be dialogues. No, business is different, family is different. Do not bring business into family. Do not bring family into business. Like that and all. There should be a professional approach to leadership. And then only competent successors should be allowed. We should not bring anyone as the successor just because he is a children, just because he is the child of the entrepreneur. We should bring it only if he has the talent. Mentorship. Even though he is having talent, he will not have that much experience like the main entrepreneur. So they should give mentorship programs for the successors. For the poor succession planning, who did not make proper planning for passing on the assets to the children, they will be facing a lot of problem. For that, they are giving examples. This and all you can read it by yourself. The Reddy family, Murugappa group, everyone, they did not make a clear plan. That's why they are facing the problem. This is the summary for that. And then startup registration. Part A of chapter 1 we have completed. Part B, it is very small, just from some 4 to 5 pages. We will be completing it quickly. And then DPIIT registrations. DPIIT full form is Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade. This is an Indian department. Like Ministry of Corporate Affairs, it is also a separate department in India. This is responsible for startups. It should develop the startups, help the startups. For that only this department is there. Startups should register with DPIIT. On the Startup India portal, you can go and register. And then for Startup India portal, if you register, what will be the benefits? Tax benefits. If you register up to 3 consecutive assessment year, you will get tax exemption. If you are starting a startup now, within first 10 years of existence, you are going and registering, you will get income tax exemption for 3 years in the first 10 years of existence. And then self-certification compliance. If you are following the compliance or not, that you can do it self-certification. You can itself file a declaration, certify the compliance with the labor laws and all. And then innovation and patent support. If a startup registered under DPIIT is applying for patent, you can get it very easily when compared to the normal process. It will go through fast track process when a startup files a patent. And patent filing fees also discount will be given. And then for government collaboration scheme, for that and all, startup will get access. Network and collaboration opportunity. When you register with DPIIT, you can network with other startups who already registered with DPIIT. Everyone who has a startup, they will have a unique idea. If you network with them, it will be helpful for you. Then you expand your business later on. And then ease of winding up. Under IBC, Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code, startups can wind up their operations within 90 days period, which is a very short period. You can easily wind up the business. Faster government procurement. For example, if you are a startup and you are going to a government tender, they will give you some priority. And then credibility to startups. If you are registered, there will be a credibility. Investors will be believing you. They will not inquire that much when putting investment into the startup. It will give confidence to the investor. So you will get investment and funding opportunity. Skill development and training program are also conducted by DPIIT, in which startups can enroll. And then for DPIIT registration, who can all register? What is the eligibility criteria? It is given here. Here, the entity type should be a private limited company or a LLP or registered partnership firm. Within these 3, you should be there. Age of the startup. You should be starting, and within 10 years you can register. After 10 years and all, you cannot register. Annual turnover. If you want to register in the DPIIT, your turnover should be maximum 100 crores. Beyond 100 crores, if the turnover is there, you cannot make registration. Innovation and scalability. There should be some kind of innovation, uniqueness in your startup, and it should be scalable. If large number of users and you get more demand, you should be able to expand the business. And then you are having that innovation. Who will tell that innovation you are having? You have to obtain certification from the interministerial board. And you should get a recommendation also from the incubator, startup incubators. What are startup incubators? There will be experienced persons who will be there having experience in a lot of fields. They will be running a small institution called startup incubator. If startups go, the experienced professionals will guide the startup how they should secure the funding, what are the financial things they need to consider, what is the operations. Everything will be guided by the incubator. Incubator will help the startup in growing in a professional manner. That incubator, there will be incubators in postgraduate college, and from such incubator you have to bring a recommendation letter. And then if you do not have that letter of recommendation, you have to submit a letter of funding of at least 20% in equity. Be an incubation fund or angel fund, private equity fund, accelerator or angel network. From the angel fund or accelerator, like that you need to bring a letter of funding. 20% of the startup funding that angel investor is doing, like that is the letter of funding. If you bring that letter also, it will be okay. And then government initiative for startup in India. Just 3 pages, it will be completed quickly. First thing is Startup India. Startup India was started in 2016. Startup India started. What are rhyming words? It will foster innovation, entrepreneurship, and job creation. Again, it will bring innovation. It will bring entrepreneurship. It will bring job creation. And this is under this project only we are getting the DPIIT registration and all. Under that registration, as we already saw, tax exemption will be given. Okay, Stand Up India. Stand Up India is for women, SC, ST, for their empowerment. This scheme is there. This is also in 2016. For this, they will give loan to the businesses based on this scheme. Under this scheme, this much amount loan will be given, bank loan from 10 lakh to 1 crore. And then people who got loans from this Stand Up India, they have succeeded, and their success stories are inspiring for many women entrepreneurs. And Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, it is popularly known as Mudra loans. It is the Mudra scheme. Under this, micro enterprises, and they are in the non-corporate field. Generally, startups, they will be corporate. They should be a private limited company. That is the criteria. And generally, startups also prefer company format because there is the limited liability. And this Mudra Yojana, this loan is for non-corporate entities, micro enterprises which are not a company. For those companies, loan will be given. This was started in 2015. Under this, 3 types of they're dividing the businesses into 3 types. Shishu, for this type of entity, up to 50,000 loan will be given. And if the entity is under the Kishore category, 50k to 5 lakh loan will be given. And then if the business is under Tarun category or segment, 5 lakh to 10 lakh loan will be given. The amount of loan is this much. Atal Innovation Mission, this is coming under Niti Aayog. It is for stimulating innovation and entrepreneurship. Atal in Tinkering Lab, Atal Incubation Centers, Atal New India Challenges. These things are coming under Atal Innovation Mission. It is for bringing creativity, problem solving skill, startup infrastructure, mentorship. For these reasons, Atal Innovation Mission is there. Make in India, 2014 was the start year. It is promoting innovation and ease of doing business. Same things. And it is for transforming India into a global manufacturing hub. It will be doing job creation, economic growth also, it will help. Okay, Make in India's impact, including making startups in the production of indigenous goods. If startups are coming under Make in India, they have to do all the things within India itself. They cannot import any parts and sell it in India. You have to manufacture it in India. That is the main idea of this scheme. This will promote the production of indigenous goods which are full prepared in India itself. This is for promoting India's share in electronics manufacturing, renewable energy, other sectors. India is a little bit low now. For increasing that only, Make in India and all were launched. So this is the end of the first chapter. I think it has been a bit long. For first chapter itself, it has taken up till 1 hour. So I hope you all liked this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. I will give the link for Telegram in the description. You can join the Telegram channel from the description.